Okay, so we are live, and this is going to be a little bit exciting because I am doing this from my mobile phone, my cell phone. Um, I'm going to bring the camera a little bit closer, oh, quite a lot closer, because now I need to see what you are writing. I want no. Okay. Yes. I'm sorry. It's just that I'm not one of those vloggers um, who are making all their videos from their bedroom. Um, I'm out here in the woods, and I'm going to make a campfire now. Uh, also, I really hope that my phone is charging, um, because it's not very good with low temperatures. Um, so I have some sticks here taken from the spruce trees around me, um, and I'm going to light a fire. I didn't prepare for that, so I didn't really bring any material. I do carry a small knife, and I have a ferro rod on my keychain. Hi there. Um, so I should be able to light a fire quite easily. I'm just going to do this while I'm talking to you and looking at the phone, which will be a little bit challenging. Um, I think we'll be okay. Okay, so I'm going to have to look down now and then, just because I'm preparing. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Ewan. Thanks a lot. That's very kind of you. Um, I'm looking down because I'm working on my Tinder, and I'm going to be quite lazy today. I'm not going to make fire with any sort of primitive means. Hi there. As I said, I'm out here in the forest, and I have some sticks and my knife, and I didn't prepare for this, but I'm going to light the fire. Yes, I have some feather sticks here. You know, and I have a ferro rod on my very small ferro rod on my keychain. Also, I have this scarf here. These are very cheap, and it's cotton. So I'm going to try to use one of these to catch the spark from the ferro rod. So when I'm looking down, it's just because I need to look down when I'm working on my tinder here. My feather sticks, I should say. Can you hear the birds? Because I'm in a part of the forest now with lots of bird activity. That's why I wrote in the title of this live stream that it's a dawn chorus. So let me know if I don't know if my cell phone works, if my cell phone picks up the sounds from the birds, but let me know if you can hear it. Ed says you can hear the birds. Okay, but not when I'm talking, I guess. I'm not concentrating on the feather sticks now, so they don't look very good. Okay. Hi there. If I don't see all the messages, it's because I'm looking down. Oh, you can hear them when I'm talking as well. That's nice. If I don't answer your messages, it's because, as I said, I'm looking down and making some feather sticks here. I think I have enough now. I think it's the 14th of April now. And this is the last day. Well, hi there, Monica, and thank you. Yeah, I hope so too. This is the last day that you can light a fire without constricting the area. Well, how should I put it? An open fire is illegal after the 15th of April here in Norway, which is sensible because of the forest fires, the risk for a forest fire and so on. Now, I'm going to bring the camera down very soon because I want to show you the fire. And let's see now. I am a bit, I was thinking maybe I shouldn't do this live stream because I have lost quite a lot of viewers earlier doing live streams. I don't know why. Maybe some people, they don't like hearing me talk. I don't know why. But it's a little bit like someone told me it's called YouTube for a reason. And really, it's for this to be sustainable. You have to do something that you like, and I like doing live streams. So I decided to do it. Now let's see. Oh, sorry to hear that, Monica. Oh, thank you, Ewan. Oh, you're majoring in archaeology in college. That's awesome. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Okay, now I have a ferro rod on my keychain. And like this. it's very tiny. So this is going to be, I have used it before, but I haven't used my scarf here. Let's see. I don't know which part I should take off the scarf. Oh, like this. I'm tearing up my scarf here. And this will be perfect for, I think it did say that it was 100% cotton. So we'll see. If it starts burning easily, then, oh, thank you. Then it is actually 100% cotton. Okay, maybe I should bring the camera down and angle it. I'm struggling now with that. Like this maybe. Yeah, I hope this will be okay. Okay. This is the worst angle ever. Okay. Can you see this? I must say it did work quite well. We do have a fire now. I'll have to move the camera further away from the fire now. Okay. Put the camera back here. I am sorry about it's a bit steep here. Oops. I'm leaning over the fire, which is not very wise. I'll have to move around now and find somewhere for camera to. Is this okay? No. I think you are getting the light from behind me then. Yes. Okay, I'll get back to you in just a second. I'll just have to put some more small sticks on the fire. The most asked question on this channel is actually, when will your books, when will your novels be translated into English? That's by far the most asked question on this channel. Okay, and again, I am sorry about the messages that I can't see. I'll have the fire burning now in just a minute or so. Now it is burning very well already. So hi there, Nick. Yes, this is a Mora knife actually. It's a Laplander 90. And about this knife, I would say the reason I'm carrying it, I have been carrying it quite a lot lately, because it's light, it's lightweight. The steel is a little bit soft. It's easy to sharpen, but it's a bit too soft. I think the edge gets dented, so to speak, very easily. What is a butternut tree? I am not very well. I have a very practical, when it comes to runes. I am one of those people who are very boringly practical about that. So I'm not so much into this magical aspect of runes. To me, it's more like it's an alphabet, you know. So that's what it is, what the runes are to me. So maybe I'm not the right person to ask about rune staves. Okay. A walnut. Have you made a small structure with logs? No, but I have this dream. I have some land, a piece of land next to my property, and I want to buy that piece of land. It's a very nice, very small, nice field with a large oak. It's a bit, you know, if you read, you know about Robin Hood and all that, and they gather under the big old oak, I think, and it's like that. So I want to buy that land and build a log structure there, Viking style, but not like an enclosed house, more like open, you know, with a roof, and you have the on one side, and you have the fireplace, and it's out in the open. I would really, I would like to do that. So I'm going to ask the owner if that would be possible, you know, to buy that land. So it's burning now nicely. I'm not happy with the placement of the camera. I think we're okay there. Once, but that's also, so there's not much I have. I did enjoy my times in the USA. Los Angeles, yes, quite different from Norway, absolutely. I had my experience with Los Angeles was, you know, it was a bit like I was Pennsylvania. I would love to go to Pennsylvania, because I'm interested in that old, you know, the colonial, not the colonial, but the settlers and you know, the native cultures and so on. If there are any trolls on my live stream now, please let me know. I can't see all the comments because I'm keeping an eye on the fire. You know, that's the challenge. I'm doing my best. Thing about YouTube, and I've given this a little bit of thought lately, is that to me it's a very healthy exercise in accepting that things can't always be perfect. So I actually try to have some imperfections in every video, just because I know that if I start making videos like I write books, it will be like a very hellish process. So I'm trying to avoid that. And also a bit of shameless self-promotion is following now. Hi there, Norse Arts. Hi there. T-shirts. I redesigned the T-shirts, so I have ordered some myself, and I think they are going to look great now. Hi there. And again, I'll try to adjust the camera a little bit so that you can see my campfire, because the campfire is... I am on Instagram actually. Yes, hello to Tom. And now you can see the fire going here as well. Okay. That's it. This is the best position, but now I can't see your messages. I would like to go to Slovenia as well. Absolutely. Yes. This is life, you know. I have one son, actually, only one. I have also a daughter. It's wonderful to be out here and hear the birds. It's starlings that you're hearing mostly now, because they love these trees, these trees above me. It's I'm not in the spruce forest now, as you can see. We are still waiting for the leaves. Ah, you yes, do make a fire. Yes. Yes, my son has a YouTube channel. It's the Brags og Sammy channel, and I have linked to that channel on my recommended and friends. If you go to this channel's page on YouTube, you'll find a link there, and he would love more subscribers, of course. I want to apologize for not bringing you more bushcraft overnighter videos. Hi there, Michael. The reason I haven't done that is because I haven't been spending the night out in the woods for quite a long time. The reason is that I work in the mornings, and this is actually the first morning off in a very long time. So I have a deadline, 4th of June, next novel, and it's sometimes it is like that, but I'm things are calming down a little bit now. I am very pleased with my new new Norwegian publisher. They are doing a great job, and it's also, since they are doing a great job, it's saving time. It's it's not so time consuming for me. All the other things I can concentrate on writing. So and now I realize since I'm having, this is just a very small fire because will be up and walking back home in shortly. So I'll let the fire die down and I'll concentrate on your comments from now on. So again, if I haven't answered, if I haven't replied to your comment, then please try again. And yeah, Woodlands Archive. Thanks a lot and have a nice day. A nice day to you as well. Butternut tree. Let's see, this needs to be a bit closer. Okay. Butternut tree can be associated with fertility. Best tree for dyes too. Aha. What do the runes say on your hoodie? Hoodies? Is that like what I'm wearing? I think it just says Grimfrost, which is the company. I can't remember. It does say Grimfrost. Oh, the hoodies in hoodies. Is that, yeah, in my shop? Well, if click on the link here and go to the shop, and there's an explanation there. Yes, Michael. Yes, that's what it says. It's 1:15 a.m. says Alan. I have to go to bed. I used the merely fire steel that you got from Phil. Worked great. That's awesome. Yeah, I really like that little fire steel. It's such a ingenious little thing, you know. I like things that serves at least two purposes. Monica, yes. Have you thought of putting together a tinderbox of your own, cotton, flint, and rod? Yes, I have several tinderboxes. I have several tinder materials. It's, you know, being a bushcrafter, it means that you're obsessed with tinder. You're obsessed with things like fat wood, different sorts of tinder, and when it comes to lighting fire, it's like bushcrafters, they don't know what a lighter is, you know, or a match. So I have several tinder boxes. No, okay. I do again apologize for all the comments that I can't answer. I'll scroll down to the bottom here. Yes, Michael, we hate lighters, you know. Yes, Monica, t-shirts with the channel logo. That's right. So, and why is it I always seem to get all the smoke on me? It's always like that. Lighters are for the weak. Yes. Yeah. Yes, and good night to you, Norse Arts. Should you be making breakfast on your fire? Yes, I should. It's just that I realized that if I'm going to keep an eye on the phone and keep an eye on the fire, now I'm letting the fire die down because it's it's I can't do both, so I will have to save the breakfast thing for a video really. So it's a bit challenging to do both at the same time. Hi there, Sean. If I have any pets, yes, and also bow woods. Yes, the wind can't get through my body. That is true. That's why you should always build a fire reflector. Yes. What was the first question here? Yes, I have a dog, but it's a Spanish galgo. It's a sight hound. If you think of a greyhound, it's very much like a greyhound, and she doesn't like the cold. So also she's got very strong hunting instincts, which is a nuisance out in the woods because I can't let her off the leash. She will just run off. That's why you don't see her in the videos more. And also it's the sort of dog that likes to just sleep 20 hours every day. And I'm not kidding, she sleeps 20 hours every day. I've never seen anything like it. Concerning bow woods, the longbow that I'm giving away is an elm bow, and elm is my favorite. Right now, it's my favorite bow wood. Also, I've mostly used ash for flat bows, and so I have built also quite a few longbows from yew, but not Norwegian yew, because it's very hard to get your hands on a piece of yew here. It's protected, you can't cut it down. So I have imported some yew and made some longbows. And I have one of those still, and the others I gave away. So elm is wonderful because you can make it both into a flat bow design, and also you can make a longbow design out of it. When is best time of year to visit Norway? It depends what you want to see. If you want to see snowy mountains, then obviously in the winter. If you want to see the fjords and so on, summer, I would say. What determines the draw weight of a bow? Well, it's the density, the amount of resistance that you keep in the piece of wood. And I do realize that talking about bows seems to attract trolls for some reason, internet trolls. I don't know why. I'm sitting now in a forest that would have looked almost the same during the Viking Age, and I have had people coming to my channel lecturing me about what Viking bows looked like. Now, we don't know how what the Viking bows looked like, because they were made from wood, and wood will rot, and also a bow will be, you wear it out or it breaks. So the thing is, there are certain bow woods. I'm trying not to get all nerdy here, but I just want to explain. There are certain designs that fit certain bow woods. So you wouldn't make a flat bow out of yew, and you wouldn't make a longbow, a narrow longbow, out of, say, ash. And I think that the Vikings very well knew that. So they would have made bows and fitted the design to the bow wood that they had available at the time, where they lived and so on. So you can't really say that there was a Viking bow looked like this but not like that. They knew, they were smart people, so they knew which design to use on each sort of tree that they saw around them. You know, linden wood. I don't know what linden wood is in Norwegian. I'm sorry. Not good. You're so interested into Viking history. Well, first of all, I write historic novels from the Viking Age. But it started many years before that. I don't know how it started, but I'm told by my parents that I was extremely interested in the Viking Age already, you know, like when I was in kindergarten age. I don't know why. But I was very lucky because I grew up in a home with lots of books. Yeah, maybe it's in the blood. Yes, maybe. That's. I agree, Monica. You can't have enough bows. Maybe the ancestors. Yeah, I have some theories. Some are very personal. Some are. I don't know. I don't know. I think many people are waking up to this and realizing that there is something there. The past is calling to them in some way. Yeah, DNA, some would say. I don't know. It's very interesting. I think there are lots of things we don't know about inherited memory. I won't delve into that at all, but it's. I think in 10 or 20 years we will know more. And nature has many secrets, absolutely. If you look at, I am now here I am talking about it. If you look at the animals around you, the first example I can think of, birds. How do they know where to migrate in the fall? How do they know that? I'm not an expert on that field at all, but I just maybe there is something else there. Maybe I don't know, but I do think that there are animals that seem to know things that they must have inherited in their DNA in some way. So it shouldn't surprise me if it's like that with humans as well. Has the Norse language changed a lot? Is it still the same as what you speak now? Can you understand the Viking writing? Well, the last question first. I can understand what we called Norrøn or Old Norse. If you give me some time, I can probably understand at least half of the content of some, if you write something down. Because we learned, we had some Old Norse in school, every Norwegian kid has. And so it's, as you say now, Marshall Me 84, it has indeed changed a lot, because when I speak Norwegian, som jeg gjør nå, for eksempel, it's very much influenced by other languages like Danish. I live in a part of Norway that had close contact with the Danish islands and Danish mainland for way back. Hi Noah. So it has changed a lot. What we're seeing now is that English is changing the Norwegian language. What again, bows, longbows, what material would you recommend for people in the United States? Well, what's it called again? It's yellow. It's a yellow bow wood. It's the natives used it. Osage orange, thank you. Yes. Also you, Osage orange. Yes. I would love to make a bow from Osage orange. I never have before. And hickory, of course. You have lots of great bow woods out in your woods. Elm, hickory. Hickory is a sort of bow wood. I've heard that, you know, it's almost impossible to break it. That's what I've heard. Maybe it's not true. Yeah. Can you still hear the birds? About poplar as bow wood, I haven't heard about using that for bows, but I would say that I think that if you are very skilled at what you're doing, you can use any wood for making bows. I have all those the bow makers Bible books, and the writers there, they say that you can actually use any wood for bows. Of course, it depends on the design and so on, but also if you look at people around the globe, you will see that they somehow managed to use the woods that they had available. The only continent I've heard that in Australia, the natives there, they didn't have bows. I don't know if that is because they have mostly. I don't know if it's because they didn't have. Woodpeckers right above me. They have a disagreement. Yeah, so I don't know if it was in Australia. It was because they didn't have the woods that you can make bows from, or that they had their technology went in another direction. I mean, they have the boomerangs and they had atlat, yes, with the handle and all that. So I don't know. But I mean, even people in the Sami people, they made bows from birch, which is not considered, at least Norwegian birch is not considered a very good bow wood. Old Mexico and South America, yes. I have lots of woodpeckers above me now. Can you hear that? Yes, sorry, I don't know what lindenwood is in Norwegian. Sorry. It's, are there any Sasquatch sightings in Norway? I don't think so, but I have some 5 fingers shoes. So when my kids were smaller, you know, with a little, you have each toe, so it's like a glove for your feet. So when my kids were smaller, I walked out in the snow and I made prints in the snow and up by the school. uh, they were not fooled by that. No. Um, we have squirrels near my house. They have this lindetre. Yes, we do have that. Yes, we do have that in Norway. We have squirrels running around my property and fighting all day, and they do this. I mean, they do that all day. Are there still wolves in Norway? Well, yes, we still have wolves here. We also have, oh, don't get me started. We have a minority of stupid people who wants to kill wolves, and they have their representatives. They are represented in the politicians. They seem to support the killing of wolves here. I'm very sad about that. I would like to see a healthy population of wolves in Norway. We do not have a healthy population of wolves here. It's very shameful. It's very shameful. What is one of the things that got you into being a bushcrafter? Well, I was maybe not a bushcrafter, but at least very interested in the outdoors. Already as a kid, I would run up in the woods in the summers with a knife and spend a lot of time there on my own, which was considered quite special. And then I was in the Boy Scouts when I was a teenager, early teenage years, I think. And then I had quite a few years when I concentrated on powerlifting, and then I was out of the bushcrafting thing for a few more years until I started getting interested again. Yeah, when was that? I can't remember the years now, but it's been something that's it's always been there. I would say that the skills like primitive fire and so on is something that I've just recently started to teach myself. It was I had never heard about people doing that. It was, and still I have. It's not. Primitive fire is not common in Norway at all. we don't have a culture. We don't have an outdoors culture here in Norway for primitive bushcraft. Bushcraft as a term is not very well known here. If you tell people here, I'm a bushcrafter, they won't know what you're talking about at all. Yeah, about wolves, yes. Yeah, Matthew, which wood you should use for a bow? I would need to know where you live and what sorts of woods you have available. Yes, we have, the way I see it, we have the outdoors. You have two sorts of outdoors people in Norway. You have the hunters and you have the hikers. And they are both, how should I put it? The hikers are, they care most about the distance, and they walk and getting from one point to the other. And the hunters, again, don't get me started, the hunting culture in Norway is unhealthy and sickening. They have, I have given that a lot of thought lately, and what I think is happening is that people are going straight from video games out in the forest. They do not understand the forest, they do not understand the woods, and I thought they were tracking the animals. I thought they were tracking the animals and learning about nature and so on. But they don't. They don't. They use all sorts of technical equipment, and they just sit there. When I found out that a normal hunter in Norway hasn't got any tracking skills at all, I was shocked. It's just, yeah. Would you kill an animal if you had to? Yes. Are you on Bushcraft USA? What is Bushcraft USA? Is it like an internet forum? I think that at this point, an internet forum. Yes, my time is limited, and we're all in that situation, right? But I'm struggling right now with finding time, and I think with this YouTube channel, and obviously my writing, and I have a family, and I train 3 times a week, lift weight 3 times a week. I can't find time for more, actually. I found out from my mom a couple of minutes ago that my ancestors are from Norway. That's awesome. Yeah, well, I can tell you one thing. My father, actually, he had a DNA test, and I'm not sure how that works, but I mean, I have if he has a certain percentage of heritage from a certain genetical area, then I must have, if my mother came from like China, she's not from China, but if there was no common ancestry, I would still have 50% of my father's ancestry, my father's DNA, right? So he, but my mother obviously my mother is from the same area, so I don't think there are any big surprises there. But my father found out that he is almost exclusively, his DNA comes from Scandinavia, almost exclusively, and it's this area with Scandinavia and the Celtic parts of the British Islands. But in that, they also one very fun thing there was that he had I think it was 0.5%, like 0.5% Amazonian native, right? Like from the tribes in the Amazon jungle. So that should mean that I have 0.25, like a quarter of Amazonian native DNA. I don't know how many hundreds of years you have to go back to get down to like 0.5%, but it was very interesting. No, not 1%, but just my father had, I think, a 0.5% percentage. Now, sorry, is there a troll here? Toad attack? I don't understand. Yes, so since he has 0.5% of Amazonian DNA, I must have at least, well, there's a very small chance that my mother also has that, but so I guess I have like a quarter of a percent. Sorry, 0.25% Amazonian native, and he had the same percentage from some African country, actually. I can't remember which one. And I don't know how many hundreds of years you have to go back to find that person living in that area. Yeah, several generations ago, I think hundreds of years. So and also, of course, you know, I don't know how exact those DNA tests are, but it just got me thinking. I must admit, it's life and death up here now. I must admit that I did really enjoy this information that my father at least is almost exclusively a Norse. His ancestry is almost exclusively Norse, and there is some Gaelic or Celtic in there as well. I knew about the Gaelic part. I knew about that, but so yeah. So that was fun. But I can't help thinking, you know, some Viking longship drifting off and sailing up the Amazonian river, and some guy there finding a wife in among the tribes there. Yeah, Normandy, if it was more Danish or Norwegian. You know, um, Monica has Norwegian, Pictish and English mix. Ah, I see. My ancestors might very well have been Viking. Yes, and I'm not sure if, you know, Viking in the Viking sense, like killing and plundering and so on. I'm, I don't, I have mixed feelings about that, you know. A cat is coming here, just a house cat. I don't know if you can see it. Oh yes, travelers, explorers. Yes, yes. Well, we don't know. It's a long time ago. I know that the Gaelic, at least the reason I knew about the Gaelic ancestry is that this guy called Bull, his name, why I'm called Bull-Hansen. He emigrated from England or Scotland uh, in the 1500s to Denmark. Someone tracked down the um, family tree all the way back to the 1500s. German Olivares is Spanish, Scandinavian, and Native American from Mexico. So that's a very interesting mix. My religious beliefs, I don't talk about that. No, it's very personal. At least to me, it's very personal. But I think you can guess. Hi Amanda. Hi there. Um, you know, I did, as I said when I started this live stream. Yes, sounds beautiful here. We have the starlings and the woodpeckers in the trees above me, and you can hear the woodpeckers, I guess. If I'm not mistaken, that's the males, you know, they are drumming with their beak to attract females. I need to upgrade my camera equipment for live streams. I think there is some way that you can stream from a camera, like a proper camera. If I had that, I could zoom in on the birds. Well, thank you for joining us. Do you do any wood carving? No, not much, not much. Not much, but it's something that, you know, I would like to do more. But it's always like that. It's time. Time is limited, and to be honest, when, you know, my kids, they're both swimmers, and my daughter, she also works out at the gym. She trains like 5 times a week, and I drive back and forth. So that's what I'm doing in the after, you know, in the late afternoons and nights. And after that, that would be the time when if I should learn a new craft, that's but I'm tired. Then I'm tired. I just collapse in the couch. My Sami knife, yes, I did give away the Sami knife, and I hope that the winner is enjoying using that knife. But we have a new giveaway coming up at 20,000, so let me just talk a little bit about that, because I am for some reason very eager now to reach 20,000. But YouTube, being YouTube, doesn't really help this channel much, so I've heard it's the same with many bushcraft and outdoors channels. So some people, they just adjust their content, but I don't want to do that, because I will not be censored by YouTube or anyone. It's just not going to happen. Cherry wood, yes, that is one of the very good bow woods, I know. But back to this channel, it is growing, but I'm taking a chance now with this live stream, because I have lost quite a few subscribers after I've done live streams. I don't know why, but maybe this is just something that they don't want to see. I don't know why. So maybe I'll lose subscribers now as well. So I would like to ask you, if I know I asked about this before, but if you could maybe share one of your favorite videos on social media, if you could maybe try to recruit some friends to subscribe to this channel, that would be extremely nice. Yeah, I know native tears, I don't understand, but it's like that. Oh, thank you, James. Thank you. Yes. Can anyone help Matthew here? Any places or events to start camping and bushcrafting with his father, he says. So if anyone knows, then please let us know. I know that in England you can't just go out and camp wherever you like. You can in Norway you can do that, but it's more restricted in the UK. Oh, thank you, Adam. Thank you. Yeah, well, there is this. I have gotten some messages from people who's been asking, why aren't you uploading videos? I am uploading videos every week, one video every week. This week, actually, with this live stream, there are two. But something is happening. I suspect some people don't get the notifications anymore for some reason. I will try not to. Let's just leave it there. But YouTube is not helping me. Not helping this channel. You know. Yes, that's right. MCQ Bushcraft and TA Outdoors, they are from the UK. Yeah, that's right. Yes, hit the bell. Hit the bell so that you get notified when I upload a new video. The gun and knife laws here in Norway. I don't own a gun, so I wouldn't know about guns, but when it comes to knives, I have in my very close family someone in the police, working in the police. So I know I have asked about the regulations, knife regulations, because I often carry a knife. And I don't know the exact rules, but it's like if you carry a big, scary looking knife on a Saturday night in downtown, that that knife will be confiscated. But if you're, you know, looking a bit more like me, maybe sitting in your car, maybe just walking in some rural area, they will never take your knife. You can carry the knife you want to carry. That's the way I understand it. And I often carry a knife. I carry a knife now, obviously. I carry a knife on my keychain, but that's just a very small. Let's see. I can't imagine living without having several knives. It's one of these with the scissors and, you know, a folding knife. So no police officer would take this from you, of course. I don't have big scary knives. Well, I do have some big knives, but I don't think they look scary. I think they are beautiful. I think in the UK, the knife laws are much stricter. And also, I think that restricting the right to carry knives is not going to prevent knife attacks. That's just my opinion. I would like to see some real statistics on that. You know, it's very easy to say no. Let's just ban carrying a knife, and we won't have knife crimes anymore. So, you know. So, but that's politics, I guess. That was my fault. I don't care. I must admit, I really don't care. If YouTube wants to censor this, you know, go ahead. I don't care. Obviously, I'm not in this for the money. So, you know, that's just the way it is. I am going to ask you. No, it's not. It's not. I don't think it's that bad. You know. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I shouldn't have mentioned that because, you know, then everybody wants to talk about that. So can you just please do not comment on such on that, and let's move on to another subject, please. Would that be possible? I know it was my fault because I mentioned it, but again, I won't be censored. So, but just let's spoons, yes, and sailing, yes. Yes, well, sailing. I have my schedule now is that until the 4th of June I will not have time to get my boat ready for sailing for the sea. So it's on land now, and it's going to stay on shore this year because I'm buying a bigger boat. I think I need that now. Yes, I don't know which kind yet, but it's going to be around 34, 36 feet and with 3 cabins. Yeah. So as soon as I have some time available, I will start looking and I will buy that boat. And then I will be sailing quite a lot. And again, it will be challenging for this channel because during summer we have all the ticks and mosquitoes out in the forest, and I prefer to go sailing in the summer. And then maybe people will unsubscribe to this channel because there will be sailing videos and they feel they didn't sign up for that, you know. I don't know. And if I have carved a spoon, yes, I have. I have carved a spoon. If you look at my Viking Woodsman Kit video, the spoon there is, I have carved that spoon. I know you can tell that I'm not a very skilled spoon carver. It's not something that I do very often, but it was fun, and I'm going to carve more spoons. It's something that you can do by the campfire. But the spoon works fine. You can eat with that spoon. Now you can see the sun rising behind me. Now it's been, we've had daylight for quite a while now, but the sun is just rising now. Behind me, above the hill there. Do you know any poisonous plants in Norway? Yes, I do, and I know poisonous fungi as well. If I worked with horn, no, I haven't. What time is it here? I don't know. I will have to look at my phone, but my phone, I use my phone to live stream. And again, just let me say once more that since I will probably lose some subscribers doing a live stream now, then I would love if you could just try to share one of my other videos, maybe not the live stream, but one of my other videos, and get more people subscribing to this channel. I can't tell you how excited I am about the giveaway prizes that's coming up now at 20,000 subscribers. The longbow being one of them. Yeah, well, it's well, thank you, Michael. It's a very light bow, but I made it light on purpose because I didn't want to give away a hunting bow, because I think that most people are not skilled enough to go bow hunting, at least not with a primitive bow. So it's going to be for target practice. Some foraging videos. That's a very good. Thank you, Robert. That is a very good idea. Yes, the prize is going to be international, but there will be several prizes at I think 1 to 4. I think I'm up to 4 prizes now. No, I'm not a fisherman, no. But again, about foraging, that's a very good idea. I used to think that I don't know anything about edible plants. But then it got me thinking. Lots of the edible plant knowledge is actually I learned about that when I was a kid, actually. My mother has education in what do you call it? Yeah, plants. So I learned a lot from her when it comes to edible plants. Botany, yes. So I could do that. It's very limited. I don't know so much, but I know like a handful of plants that you can eat. Not that I go out in the forest and forage all the time. I almost never do that, but it's like when I'm out hiking and I see something that I can eat, I tend to eat it. And not to eat, yes, of course. Yes. Yes, I look for a lot of chaga in my videos, that's true. I don't remove the chaga. I just want to know where to find it. I am mentally mapping where the chaga is in these forests here. That's what I'm doing. Michael says, I want to do a video on foraging for a meal. Yes, that would be awesome. To message me, well, you can send me a private message on this YouTube channel. You can go to my channel page, and I think it's on the info. You go to info and you can send me a message from there. Or you can go to follow one of the links to my blog and send me a message from my blog. Yeah. Okay, lots of messages now. I have seen the TV show Alone. I haven't seen the last few seasons. I saw the seasons when they were truly alone. And I'm not going to say this because of the participants, but I think they are choosing people that have some skill, and some of them are very skilled, but they are also choosing people. It would be no fun if everybody succeeded and all the time, you know. So Yeah. Yeah, Viking Age skis, I didn't manage to make a video on that because it takes a lot of time to, I would have to travel a lot, and if I were going to well, that would take a lot of time, which I don't have at the moment. So I didn't get to make a video on Viking Age skis. Sorry. Hello from Tennessee. Hello from Norway. I'm going to have to move a little bit now because of the sun behind me. And I will be holding the camera like this. So this live stream of Florida. Hello. Yes, well, can you see the woodpeckers now? The woodpeckers are getting used to me now, so they are getting very close. I don't know if they are mating or fighting. I honestly don't know. Okay, so just a few things before I finish this live stream. Yes. First of all, again, my experience with doing live streams is that I have lost subscribers earlier after my live stream. So I suspect I will lose subscribers this time as well. So if you can, this is the third time I'm saying this, so I'm sorry about that, but there are always new people joining the live stream. So if you could maybe try to get some friends and to subscribe to this channel, that would be awesome. Do share maybe share a video on social media. Maybe not the live stream, but one of your favorite videos maybe. That would be awesome if you could do that. Also, the t-shirts, I have redesigned the t-shirts and the merchandise, so you can go to the link in the video description and order what you like there. I don't earn much money from selling those t-shirts. It's a Spreadshirt. It's a Spreadshirt app or something like that. So you upload a design and the Spreadshirt are then selling the shirt. There is a code, discount code. I wrote a few words about that in one of those community, what do you call this? Yeah, there's a community tab that all YouTubers seem to have got now. and I have that as well. So I wrote a little bit about the new design, and also there you will find the discount code. I think it will be, you can only use it, I think, the 17th and 18th, something like that. Well, thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Well, Grimfrost, well, I have been guest blogging for them a few times. Thank you. Yes. And also the giveaways coming up at 20,000. It's going to be an elm longbow. That was the longbow that I made in the video I uploaded on Thursday this week. And there's going to be a few other very nice items as well. So I can't wait. But okay, it's time for me to get on with my day now. Yes, how to enter the giveaway. It's still a bit early, but I will give you all the details about that. Obviously, you will have to be a subscriber to this channel to have a chance to win one of the prizes. Hello from Berlin, Germany. Hello from Norway. So I think I'll just say thank you for joining this live stream, and it was good talking to you again. And have a nice day and take care.